EikoChat, the chat on the other planet.
I mean, that's the purpose of it, right? It's gonna be to interact with the community, to hear them, they hear us, they see us.
And I'm super excited.
Once or twice a month.
So this is a wide area because we made a lot of brainstorming.
WhatsApp or any other messenger.
Hey guys, welcome to EikoChat episode 3, the chat on the other planet. Thank you so much for listening, viewing, watching, and subscribing. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Click those notification bells. For one lucky subscriber, we're still giving away 1 diamond passport, so watch out for that. So we know a lot of people are watching EikoChat, but some of you guys are not subscribed, so do subscribe. There's also one lucky person gets a silver passport for a lucky comment. So go put down your thoughts in the comment section and put your Discord ID as well. And yeah, get lucky, man. Share these sponsoring all of this. So good as always. EikoChat. I think we've been growing. Look at this massive table here. Everyone's pumped for the next episode. We have a special guest today. She's gonna come in really soon. It's been amazing. Such an awesome journey to be part of Eikonikos. I think the team is growing. You must have seen the new team on the website. I think more people are going to be updated very soon. A lot of you guys are excited. We can't wait for that. Talking about team, let me introduce everybody here on stage. On my right hand side, we have Adarsh. He's a community development director. Adarsh is here. Adarsh.
Hey guys, I'm so glad to be here on EikoChat 3 and we have a lot of information to share with you and a special guest, so thank you. And
right next to me we have Wasif. He's our CEO and founder.
Hello guys, how are you? Welcome to EikoChat, and this day is many things are revealing today. So we are excited. Moving to Shady.
Shady is our COO and co-founder.
Hey guys, good to see you again. Today is another day. A lot of things will be revealed, as Vasif said. Be ready.
Right next to Shady, we have Girish. He's
Hey
our
guys.
CTO and co-founder.
Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm sure you are excited, and so are we. Very soon, things are getting revealed. See you guys. Stay tuned.
Okay, perfect. So let's just jump in to EikoChat episode 3. So many things to talk about. You guys have been, talking to us on Discord. We, as founders, we've all been super busy. We've been collaborating a lot. So you will see some of us online. I think we have like days and time scheduled for each and every one of us to be online, talk to you guys. And we've just been super busy, man. Like there's lots of stuff in marketing happening, lots of stuff in the technical department, a lot of new faces. Like I said, you've seen the new team on our website. Lots more coming. Stay tuned, stay updated. Yeah, it's been such an amazing journey. I think it's almost 7-8 months now since the inception of Eikonikos, and we can't wait till it gets 1 year and keep growing. Talking about growth, Ethereum merge just happened. Ethereum has moved from proof of work to proof of stake. Girish, you want to jump on that?
So yeah, for me, this is one of the biggest event in crypto. Like after crypto, I think they've been preparing, they've been working on this for years, for more than 5 years now. And I'm happy that one of the biggest network has come out and successfully, there is zero failure. So it's one of the biggest thing to happen in the history of crypto. But it's just unfortunate the day it happened, because we were all optimistic about, and of course the community was. But then I think the CPI data that day.
Yeah.
But going forward, I don't know if you have heard about the next 4 things. The Verge, Verge, Spurge.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more till we actually get to 2.0. Ethereum is a huge blockchain right next to Cardano. I think Cardano is on par with it. and we have established ourselves on Cardano, which we believe is going to be the next big thing. So yeah, we can't wait. We can't wait.
Yeah, so super exciting news coming up this week for Cardano Massive.
As well, yeah, the Vasif Heartflows. Yes. We can't wait.
Massive heart.
So yeah, talking about these exciting news is coming out soon. Vasif, the yacht drop, the Pegasus drop. What do you think, man? When are we getting?
So actually, the yacht drop, we are planned to do it on October, this coming October. So this will be a massive thing for Eikonikos, because
The yacht is like a big thing.
Actually.
People don't understand because we don't have our light paper out here. It's going to come out really soon. So the yacht
But
is
actually, the beta version of Metaverse is coming Q4. So of course, once they have the yacht and they see the Metaverse, and they can easily link with their yacht and the environment what they are seeing in the Metaverse.
Seeing is believing.
Yeah, I know. And when you see the beta access, you'll understand why the yacht is a big deal. So the yacht drop is coming next month, like as Vasif said. We'll have the Pegasus drop scheduled after that, and beta access. Talking about all these drops again, Vasif, come back to Sokinoki app, man. Tell me.
So Sokinoki app, I think Girish can more.
Yeah. So the best part is that the development is over, and we are at unit testing level right now, and very soon it will be shared among the focus group. Some of you guys will receive it, and once everything is done, we'll be launching it, which is gonna be very soon, hopefully early next month. So yeah, guys, I think we have to wait a little bit for a final product to be out.
So actually, Sokinoki is like perfectly crafted by our technical team. Actually, it's like we tested with some of our testers who is testing this kind of apps, and we are proudly saying that Sokinoki is the first decentralized application which will connect with the Metaverse and connecting all community together, and you can experience it.
It's super exciting.
Yeah,
guys.
seriously.
Just-
The first decentralized app for the Metaverse. Vasif, can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by that?
So actually, currently all the metaverses, we need a introductory account creation for any user to that metaverse. In Eikonikos, this is like decentralized. We are more focused on the world, but Eikonikos. So it will be like fully decentralized means we are not taking any kind of data of any user. So, as Shady said, you can just experience end of this month. That's it.
I can't wait for the app, man. Like you said, there isn't an app for a Metaverse out yet, at least for Cardano. So this will be your first way to step into the Metaverse. Like people talk about Metaverse, people talk about playing in the Metaverse, whatever. This is your first step. You get verified, you get a lot of stuff to do in the app, and it's going to be a big deal. Like I absolutely can't wait for it. Talking about like new things coming out, the Ike clothing drop. That's like our big drop which is coming out later this year, Q4 this year, and there's this huge person behind it. She's been amazing with us. She's been working with us for the past few months, and we've got amazing stuff coming out. I think she's been waiting enough. Let me have a small introduction for her. Let me just introduce her and get her on stage. She is one of the biggest world-renowned fashion designers, having dressed the likes of J-Lo, AIISHA RAMADAN, Ariana Grande, and many, many others. She's now ventured herself into the spiritual and healing world with over thousands of clients worldwide. She has over 150,000 followers on Instagram. Please welcome the lovely and beautiful AISHA RAMADAN. Aisha, it's an honor to have you here with us. Welcome to Ico Chat.
Welcome,
Thank you.
Aisha.
It's my honor too.
Welcome.
So everything good to go? Yeah, your headset set. Everything good to go?
Everything's good to go.
Perfect. So Aisha, let's get into it, man. Like venturing into this metaverse world, venturing into NFTs. It's probably like a little scary for you in the beginning, but then I think once you started understanding, things started getting better.
I remember that I kept asking Shadi, what is the metaverse? And he kept talking. And then every time I found myself asking, in real life, he goes like, no, on the metaverse. So I suffered, or I made him suffer, from the amount of times I kept asking, what is the metaverse? Until I totally embraced it, lived it, and loved it, to say the least.
Yeah, I think
She got the virus that we have now.
Yeah.
I think it's just the initial understanding of it. Like I remember like telling my friends about it, because when you tell someone you work in the metaverse industry, I go to my friends and they ask me what I'm doing. I work in the metaverse industry, and they're just like, what metaverse? What is it? And then when you start explaining to them, and they're just like confused. But then once they understand, they're like, it's just mind blowing. Like to know possibilities inside the metaverse, what you can do, what you can bring inside the metaverse is just huge.
Who's the one of you guys who started telling people I work in an IT company to save himself?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Otherwise, more questions.
Explaining.
Yeah. Aisha, just can you give us a quick? I mean, I made a beautiful introduction.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
you're happy with
Maybe
that.
exaggerated.
Hey, you are a star to us.
Thank you.
So, can you give us a brief understanding of your origin story? Like what got you into fashion? So you started off with fashion first.
Yes.
And dressed amazing celebrities, these huge AAAs. And so what got you into this? What brought you into the world of fashion?
Well, like many children, that's what I loved doing. I loved drawing and I loved stitching clothes for my Barbie dolls when I was really young. And the natural thing that progressed from there was to become a fashion designer. But I was really butt-headed, so I kept going and going and going. And I didn't want to settle for just being another fashion designer among millions of other designers. So I did my best, and I reached whatever I reached with the help of a lot of people, mentors, support, and one of them is actually Shadi, which that period of my life played a huge role in my success. Because specifically after the collaboration we did together in 2008.
2009.
Shadi, you were talking about it. You want to just give us a brief idea of what
I
happened?
was as well in the fashion industry. I had the master license for a big fashion brand, a French one called Victoria Casal. And the plan was to open many stores in the Middle East and North Africa area. I met Aisha, and the first boutique was supposed to be in the Dubai Mall. And we wanted the event to be out of this world. So we took the ice ring of Dubai Mall and we converted it into a catwalk.
Yeah, I saw
And
some.
Aisha was there. We had the famous shoe designer, Manolo Blahnik. We had the opera singer. It was out of this world. I mean,
I saw some videos you showed me.
Share the
Absolutely
video
amazing. Yeah, we'll have some videos on EikoChat so you
now
guys can
just
see.
remember that back then we didn't really have, I don't think there was Instagram. Was there Instagram?
No,
around
YouTube.
there?
I think it was
It was
just
only
getting
YouTube,
into
Hardly.
this.
So
Yeah.
we didn't really have
2009.
this social media boom.
Yeah.
And yet
Yeah.
it was incredible.
Icing was
so
completely
since,
full.
Since
Yeah.
then, so she was in the industry, I was in the industry. I'm on another planet. I'm on the metaverse. She's on another thing. So here it is.
Yeah. So talking about the other planet, Aisha, like Shadi said, you have now ventured into this different world of spirituality and healing. So can you give us an idea of where you are at and what you're doing right now?
I focus right now on psychotherapy games as well as different modalities of healings, such as BQH. It's a sort of hypnotherapy session, different modalities of healing. Right now, I'm starting to do retreats for women, then it will be men and women. I do a lot of courses specifically about inner child relationships.
Yeah.
And soon a lot of really cool stuff coming up.
Awesome. Yeah. As well as we just
Including the metaverse, right?
Sorry?
Some cool stuff.
Stuff.
Including an amazing studio.
Well,
in the
yeah,
metaverse.
we are. Oh, yes.
And Eikonikos.
So I think bringing this. So for you, I think you ventured into this world, and we all know that you still had that fashion inside of you, and now
And outside.
yeah, and now through Eikonikos, you've sort of like combined these two assets, the fashion and the spiritual and healing. Now you are making something you cannot make in the real world, like the clothing we're working on, the clothing drop which is coming out really soon. We have brought stuff which you cannot make in the physical world. So specific designs, specific assets which you can wear, not in the physical world, but in a virtual world. Aisha has helped us imagine them and bring them into life. Do we have some pictures we can show them, Asif?
Oh my God, I
Asif,
can't
come
wait
on.
to see. I
Not
can't
now,
wait to
not
see the
now.
results.
We are okay to show, but not now.
Not yet.
Big
Not yet.
surprise, big
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, so hopefully by the end of this month or early next month, you'll be able to see some of this, designs we have produced. I've got some sneak peeks, absolutely amazing. I can't wait to show you guys. So how is it like, Aisha? Tell me about this, understanding that now you can go and do things which you cannot do in the physical world, and you can just express yourself and imagine whatever you want to and bring it into life. Like what did you do with that?
Isn't that the real essence of creativity, to bring out whatever is inside you without any limitations? So this platform allowed me to work this part, and I worked with a team also. I mean, I needed a lot of help because I was on a silent retreat in Nepal, and Shadi was bombarding me to finish the work, and I was like, please let me zen. So I finished the work, and then I went into silence, and I came up with the most beautiful, in my opinion, of course, and I think
No, it's of course, yeah.
with the most beautiful
Astonishing.
collection that really is out of this world. And the ones that I designed specifically during my silence were my favorites, and apparently yours.
Yeah.
Because they came from my collective years of experience in the fashion world, and with what I would have loved to bring out but couldn't. In a real manifestation way. So here I wanted to combine the energy world, the spirituality, along with the fashion, because this is what I speak, this is what I breathe right now. Having said that, I was just talking to my friend about the difference between having a very clear purpose in life and more than one passion. Even if you have one primary passion, you could have more than one. In my case, I've got the fashion, the spirituality, and other things too. But they all can serve my purpose, which is to educate as many people as possible about how you can shift your vibrations and how you can choose where you are at in your life, what you want to do moving forward. Why are you here? And this is the conversation we had when we first met.
Exactly.
Why are we doing this? Why are you really doing this? Because if it's all about the money in the end, there are many different sources. And I always like to give Kim Kardashian as a great example. You could be famous and have a lot of money, but you can do that with purpose and let that give you a great result, which will be education, which will be helping people, as well as a lot of money.
Yeah. I think what's happened with this whole crypto NFT, world we're living in right now, people started understanding that there's more to what physical money is. That's why we ventured into this magic money, this internet money, which is called Bitcoin and
How's that
XRP.
going now?
No, but
Great.
discussing about that, I think it's more of our inner self and more of the concept building. I mean, if we talk about our metaverse, what is it all about? It's bringing our own creativity out there, right?
Yep.
Things that we wish to do, things that we wanted to do all this time, like as kids, we had a dream, and now it's actually going out in metaverse.
Yeah.
People can go, can feel.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Yeah.
where the difference is.
I think remember during quarantine, the whole Zoom thing became a big deal. Like before that, Zoom was not even existing, and it was only Skype, and nobody really cared because it's once in a lifetime thing, not lifetime, once in a while thing. And when the quarantine happened, everyone was on Zoom, everyone was on Microsoft Teams, because now you wouldn't be able to see your partner or your grandmom who's like thousands of kilometers away. You won't be able to see her or meet her because of these restrictions. And Zoom and this Web 2.0 helped us see them in a virtual form. Web 3 and the Metaverse is where you can literally go give your grandmom a hug in the Metaverse. Like, you miss your grandmom so much. Yeah, you've not seen her because there was some quarantine, God forbid. And you want to give your grandmom a virtual hug. You can meet her, you can hug her, you can walk with her.
Oh my God,
So even
it's
if you
easy
are
to
planets, I mean, not planets, but even if you are away, you
Yeah.
can do that, right?
Yeah.
So that's the best part of
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And I think Web 3.0 and the Metaverse is going to be a big game changer, and especially not only just for everybody, but also for the fashion industry, for the advertisement industry, the education sector. It's going to
for
be
the healing
for
industry.
the healing industry. It's going to be massive.
So, you know, when we mood off, when in our real life, what we do, maybe we will go for hearing a song or we'll watch a movie. So, if you have an NFT from our side, you just go to Metaverse and you see yourself wearing a beautiful, energy field oriented dress. Of course, it will escalate your
Because it
mood
carries
and
meaning.
yeah.
It carries real meaning. And remember when we started doing the designs, we have this whole handbook of what each design means and
Yeah.
what the reference is behind it and what is it trying to tell? Why would you choose this versus that one?
They
Yeah.
will
Exactly.
understand a little bit more once they see the
Yeah, we've
NFTs
given them
and
like
they see
small
that the story
teasers
behind
of
it.
the chakras and
Yes.
elements which we are mixing and bringing to life through this fashion drop, this Aisha clothing drop. I think we have already released the first two chakras and
Yes.
what elements they are holding.
So we've shared a little about the root chakra and the sacral chakra.
Yeah, it's
Sacral
just
chakra.
teasers, just to get them like to slowly get our community to understand like where we are headed with this. And it's just going to be an experience for everybody. And a lot of
Out
people,
of this world.
yeah, yeah, and a lot of people have asked us like, what is the utility? Like, what do you get from this drop? Like, what do I get? Trust me, guys. I think this is one of the only drops we're going to do for a long time, especially for extreme fashion. Like, this is bringing spirituality and healing into fashion and combining them and bringing all these chakras and these elements. And you won't be able to have this drop like a drop as massive as this for a long time, because the next drop, the clothing drop, is going to be simple items. This is a fashion drop, so it's going to be jam packed. There's going to be tons of utilities. Wasif and we were discussing about specific abilities for users with this clothing. So that's also a massive utility. We can't wait.
It's niche. It's really niche.
Yeah.
Also regarding the chakras, I was reading online about the chakras and it was
We are all reading now.
Yes.
Everybody.
Of which I remember when you guys told me, okay, so when we started doing the research, my God, this is a whole different
Yeah.
world. It is. It's a very, very deep world.
Yeah, and many chakras, like for example, the root chakra, it mentioned that the base goal is to overcome the main emotion of fear.
Fear.
So similarly, for each chakra, we have different emotions that we need to overcome. And when we just realized
If you
that,
have
yes, so which I do.
come and take a healing session.
Start with the
I think,
root.
guys, as soon as we have the studio up and running in the metaverse,
When is that going to happen?
Oh,
all
yes,
our
yes,
community-
yes.
I mean, next year. beginning of
Yeah.
next
So
year.
guys,
all our community will be super excited to have this session to understand what are we talking
yeah,
about.
I think we gave like a brief idea of the studio. We didn't touch on it this episode. We'll touch on it on the next episode, and you'll get like a lot more information. It's coming out next year, so it's a complete studio, a healing studio. It's going to be massive. I think it's one of a kind. It's not out anywhere on any other
It
metaverse.
is one of a kind.
Yeah, it is
And
one of a kind.
especially when you are embedding the technicalities and modalities that I designed that do not exist outside, it is one of a kind. This is something based on thousands of client feedback who have seen massive, drastic, positive changes in their lives. Now, imagine this. I was working manually with them. Take the abilities that the metaverse can give us and multiply it to infinity. Multiply the results to infinity of where we can reach
100%.
and the depth of the healing that they can really achieve.
Exactly.
I actually want to fly now.
Let's get the studio ready first.
Even when Vinny was sharing about the lockdown and the quarantine, and when you mentioned your retreat, there are only like a limited number of people that can come with you to a retreat.
Yes, that's true.
But through a metaverse, you make it much more feasible for a whole new population
And they will
altogether.
feel that it's exclusive for them.
Yes.
They will still have this amazing intimate feeling
Right.
because of course the way we designed the program and touch base on topics that I know are very important to each person. It's not, when we don't just launch things like that. We do interviews with people, take feedback. We know exactly what they want, and the metaverse now can help us diversify all of those modalities to reach out to the
Yeah.
greatest number
And
of
accessibility.
people. Accessibility, yeah.
And
Ease of access.
yeah,
Sure.
this clothing drop is, like I said, there's a lot of utility behind it, and one of the main utilities is going to be linked with the studio. So you guys will get specific advantages having specific kinds of dresses and clothes.
Let's keep
So-
this for later.
Yeah, I'm just
And
let
there's
me
so
do
much
it.
more,
Yeah,
more behind the
there-
project that
there's-
we will keep for
yeah,
later
so
on. Yeah.
there's so much like we can get into. Let's actually go into something else right now.
Actually, basic thing is more than any utility. If I buy, man, just escalated my energy. That's itself is a utility for me. So
Yeah, like just imagine like you in the physical world, you are restricted to wear certain kinds of clothing. Like, when you go out, you can't wear like some, things these fashion models wear during catwalks. You can't wear those clothes in real world. In the metaverse, you can do whatever you want, guys. Our metaverse is completely decentralized. You don't have a name, you don't have anything. You're a new person in the metaverse. So you can walk around with whatever clothes you want. So just imagine you're wearing this massive, beautiful dress that I saw. Vasu showed me the other day. It's this dress filled with green leaves. It's absolutely amazing.
I didn't see it. Yes.
and
I designed it, but I didn't see it.
and it's just a beta version, but it's beautiful. And I'm just thinking like walking around with that and people in the metaverse looking at you like, wow, that's insane. Where can I get this? Hey, can I buy it from you? We want that. We want to bring that in the
Maybe we
metaverse.
are putting too much pressure on us right now because I know the community is gonna bombard us with these questions.
But
When is it coming?
It's a commitment and we have it. So
Yeah.
let them bombard.
Let's-
At the end, they're going to get it on time. So
But there's something very important that you need to remember. It's not just about the clothing they're buying. They are literally buying an entire experience. This is what we cannot
Yeah.
talk about right now. But this is not designed only for the dresses. Dresses are the key, most, let's say, tangible element.
Yeah.
But there's so much work around it that the client will experience.
Yeah.
And that they will, the moment they buy into the dress, they're buying into the whole experience.
100%.
Yeah,
They
you're
relate to the connection.
And I think like we've been talking to our community as well as others, but when you say all this, I think your community, your 150,000 plus followers on Instagram, they are going to be super excited for this because it's
they're
right
going to
now.
be the first people to use this advantage and to enjoy this
Yeah,
unique
exactly.
experience.
And like I can't wait for them to see what we're doing because I think, like you said, till now it was just manual, it was just one-on-one and stuff. But bringing these clothes and bringing this whole utility factor through the studio and everything is going to make a huge change for their lives as well. Like just going to an advanced level. So Shadi, we have kept this small segment for you and Aisha. So to address Aisha's community, if you guys can speak in Arabic.
I'll do my best to find the correct wording in Arabic.
Just a small segment where you guys can talk and tell or show her viewers what NFTs are and what a metaverse is and what you guys are doing. And that'll just be wonderful.
مرحبا، كيفكم؟ عايشة، شو أخبارك؟ تمام؟ رح نوجه هلا الحديث لمتابعين عايشة يلي بفضلوا نحكي باللغة العربية. مثل ما عرفتوا يمكن سمعتوها بالإنجليزي، هلا رح نعيدها بالعربي. نحن في عنا ميتافيرس اسمها ايكونيكوس. ميتافيرس يلي هي العالم الافتراضي يلي قررت تعمل جوينت فينتشر مع عايشة. جون فينشر
تعاون
مع عايشة. ليش عايشة؟ لأنه عايشة كان عندها تاريخ كتير كبير بعالم الأزياء، عريق وطويل وعريض وكل شيء بعالم الأزياء. لبست السيلبرتيز الكبار من هوليوود لبوليوود للعالم العربي لحتى اليوم عندها هذا الشيء بدمها. وهلا تحولت له هو العالم المديتيشن والكوتشنج والسبيريتشوال هيلينج اند سو عالم الوعي. عايشة هلا بدك تخبرينا شوي وتخبري المشاهدين شو كانت ردة فعلك اول مرة خبرتك عن الميتافيرس؟ لما تلفنت لك قلت لك بدنا نعمل شيء بيننا وبينك بالميتافيرس.
قلت لك الله يرضى عليك روح لعند حيالله ديزاينر غيري.
بس انا عنيد.
مش بس هيك، انت اقنعتني لما قلت لي بدي اياكي تفوتي عالم الوعي بموضوع التصميم. ضوت لمبه و10 لمبات براسي، لانه انا هون حسيت انه هلا الشيء اللي بدي اعمله اللي عم يطلبوا مني حيكون منبعه رسالتي الحقيقيه بالحياه، وهذا اللي خلاني اغير رايي.
مزبوط. ما كان بدنا بس يكون ديزاين طبيعي، ما بدنا ديزاين طبيعي ولا بدنا هيلينج طبيعي، بدنا شيء يكون مخلوط مع بعض.
ايه، ويعني ياخده من مطرح لمطرح، وهذا فعلا اللي عملناه.
هلا في عنا شغلتين رح يصيروا بيننا وبين عايشة. اول شيء في الديزاين اللي عملتهم الNFTs تبعنا. خبرينا شوي كيف استوحيتي وكيف حضرتي.
هحكي عن اللي عملتهم خلال رحلتي على لبنان ونيبال، لانه كنت كثير هيك بالطبيعه، كنت كثير عم بشتغل على موضوع العناصر الاربعه والشاكرات السبعه، لانه نحن عم نعمل هون مثل انترودكشن، يعني عم نعرف الناس جماعه الميتافيرس على شو هو عالم الوعي والسبيريتشواليتي. فكان بدي بلش من الالف باتا، عرفت الABC تبع هيدا العالم. فقررت انه بلش اشتغل على اهم الامور او المراكز الطاقه اللي عندنا، اللي هي اهمها 7 والعناصر الاربعه. وبعدين عملنا اشياء هيك بنقول لهم راريتيز، شو بنقول لهم؟
اكيد
نوادر، اللي هن الديزاينات كتير نادره برات هدول المجموعه، ولكن هن من عالم الوعي. وركزنا كتير وكل شاكرا كانت مصدر وحي للديزاين اللي طلع من عنا، بحيث انه ركزنا كتير على شو المشاعر اللي بتجي، شو المشاعر اللي انا بدي اياها من هاي الشاكرا، كيف هي فعالة لهاي المركز الطاقي بشكل كتير كتير صحي. طبعا باقي الماجيك عليكم انتم
100%. نحن بيسكلي اول ما نقرب على المشروع اللي حيشوفوا فيه المشاهدين التصاميم اللي عملتيهم، يمكن نعمل له حلقه خاصه بتخبرون عن الميتافيرس تبعنا اللي اسمها ايكونيكوس.
بس اشرح لهم اكثر عفوا.
بدي اقول لهم بشكل كثير بسيط يعني. شو هي؟ نحن العالم يلي اليوم في كثير ميتافيرس، اذا بتفتحوا الانترنت بتسمعوا فيه 20 30 50 وحده، كل يوم في حدا عم يطلع بمشروع جديد. الميتافيرس تبعنا هي عباره عن عالم ثاني اسمها ذا اذر بلانيت، اوكي؟ بقلبها رح يكون في شوبينج، بقلبها رح يكون في جيمنج العاب، بقلبها حيكون في مديتيشن وهيلينج، بقلبها حيكون في يمكن ديتينج كمان. في قصص كتيرة موجودة، في education، في جامعات، في تعليم، كل شيء موجود فيها. البروجكت بلشناه بشهر 2 2022، يعني من 7 أشهر، وعندنا كوميونتي كبيرة على تويتر. بعدين رح نحط لكم لينك تفوتوا عليه، ورح تبلشوا تشوفوا الميتافيرس تبعنا بشهر نوفمبر 2022. يعني كل هالشغل هيدا صار ب9 أشهر، بينما في ميتافيرسات صار لهم تقريبا 3-4 سنين واليوم بفرجي شيء. عم نجرب قد ما فينا نعجل، قد ما فينا نعطي الكوميونتي تبعنا فرجيهم شو عم نعمل، شو هي الميتافيرس، وعم نجرب نكون ديفرنت عن البقيه. يلي هي اول شيء هون هلا الاشتراك اللي صار بيننا وبين عايشة، اللي هو هي تتفهم شو بدنا منها اخذ وقت، ونحن تنفهم هي شو بتعمل اخذ وقت. فهذا اليوم عم نكون مميزين بكل شيء عم نحطه
لانه منه معمول باي مكان، وما رح تلاقوه باي مكان. وهلا نحن هون بعدنا عم نحكي عن اول نقطه بعد عم نعملها سوا.
مزبوط. فعايشة رح يكون عندها استوديو، رح يكون عندها استوديو،
هيدا الخبر كتير مهم.
رح يكون عندها استوديو شيء مش شايفينه. رح تعملوا الجلسات اللي بتعملوها مع الهيلينج استوديو بالانفايرمنت اللي هي عندها اياه. انفايرمنت شو؟
بالجو، بالمشاعر اللي بدكم تستشعروها. حيكون معمول بناء على اهم جلساتي والاشياء اللي بتعملوها معي عادة على زوم أو بشكل طبيعي، بس على الميتافيرس
بتفوتوا بالجو، يعني بتنتقلوا على العالم تاني بصير 100%. هذا الشيء إن شاء الله حيصير بأول أول كوارتر من 2023.
اول جزء
ونخبركم اول جزء.
السنه الجايه ان شاء الله، لانه بياخذ كثير وقت لحتى ينعمل. ومثل ما حكينا ما في على حد علمنا ما في معالج عمل هالشيء، حتى اللي بده ينوي يعني جود لك يخلص
مزبوط.
بالوقت. فان شاء الله حنكون السباقون
أكيد.
مثل ما بتعرفوا من عالم الازياء، ونحن دائما بنعمل اشياء
اكيد. نحن عملنا انا وعايشه عملنا ايفنت ب 2009. انا تعاون كثير حلو. انا كان عندي ماركه تياب فرنسيه اسمها فيكتوريا كازال، وكمان نفتح اول محل بدبي مول، وكمان نعمل ايفنت يكون يونيك ما في مثله. اخذنا الايس رينج تبع دبي مول بال 2009،
مدرج الثلج كله تبع دبي
ثلج.
مول.
وعايشه عملت تصاميم جنون، وعملنا الكات ووك على
منصه العرض
على منصه
على الثلج
على الثلج، وكان في اوبرا سينجر، وكان في مانولو بلانك. كان
مصمم
ايفنت
الاحذيه العالمي مانولو بلانك اللي بتعرفوه من سكس اند سيتي كان معنا موجود
100%. برافو.
كولابوريشن
بتحط
اتس انكريبل، لانه ما بينسى هذا كولابوريشن. ما يعني هيدا من بعد ما عملناه ما كان في لا سوشيال ميديا ولا شحال، يعني ما كان في الا يوتيوب. وقت الناس قالوا لنا انتم يو جاست سيت ذا بار هاي، انتم هلا حطيتوا معيار كثير عالي للديزاينرز بالوطن
واللي
العربي.
صار ب 2009 عم نعيده هلا بال 2022.
فكره
اللي عم
جديده
نعمله اكيد ما حدا عامله، ورح نبلش نعطيكم يعني كل جمعتين ثلاثه على المنصه تبعنا وعلى منصه عايشه رح تشوفوا ديفلوبمنت اللي هي شو ديفلوبمنت، التطورات اللي عم بتصير تبع الميتافيرس.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited لانه ما معقول. ليك بدي اقول لكم شيء، انا اول ما حكينا شادي يمكن من بعد ما بلشت اقبل ضليت يمكن على شهر اساله شو يعني ميتافيرس. ما عم مستوعب كنت.
هلا صرت تعرف اكثر مني بالميتافيرس،
لانه خلص شفت يعني لما التيم تبعه قال لي عالم افتراضي ما له حدود. يا مامي ما له حدود، يعني قديش فينا نعمل شغل هونيك، خاصة بعالم الهيلينج. يعني قديش نحن بتعرف شو بدي
تمام.
I'm so excited. ليك بضوي وجهي لما احكي عن الموضوع خاصة على الاستوديو.
Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching EikoChat number 3. I would really love if you guys can follow AIISHA RAMADAN on her Instagram page, which you can see it now.
And of course, I ask my fans, my followers to follow up with Eikonikos, لأنه I want you guys to be up to date on everything that's happening in the metaverse world, especially that the team always answers the questions whenever you ask.
So, thank you so much. See you soon. Bye-bye.
EikoChat, the chat on the other planet.
I mean, that's the purpose of it, right? It's going to be to interact with the community, to hear them, they hear us, they see us.
And I'm super excited.
Once or twice a month.
So this is a wide area because we made a lot of brainstorming.
WhatsApp or any other messenger.
Hoppa.